From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of Up Close and Personal here on The Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV. Back at the bar, of course, and back at Tommy Mac's, brought to you by good friends at the Southern Grill down there on the South Bank. Some of the best home cooking you'll ever have. My guest this week around is Bill Finger. He's an attorney with Finger, Nelson, and Maguire, PLLC. We'll welcome him to the bar right now. Bill, how are you, my man?
Good.
Great to have you. You're almost a native. You're pretty close.
80 miles.
80 miles. That's right. Grew up in Gainesville. Went through the school system in Gainesville. That undergrad, grad.
I did.
Right? And then law school as well.
Law school as well.
Triple Gator.
Yes, sir.
You're the first one. Cheers.
Well,
I'm not a total Gator fan, but I'm not against them either. You know, I know they're important in this town. And you being a Triple Gator, that's first time, so congrats. All right, you've been an attorney for how long?
32.
32 years,
1990.
Bill. Holy cow. When did you know you were going to be an attorney?
Well, that's an interesting question. Okay. And the answer is it was after undergrad and kind of during grad school.
Okay.
So I was going to be a biologist.
You said marine biology?
A wildlife ecologist.
Okay.
Right? But I worked with sea turtles, so marine.
Okay.
And I thought I was headed in that direction.
Okay.
And then things kind of switched gears in graduate school. And in my grad work, I was working in the Everglades. And I got very used to dealing with the regulatory aspects of how the Everglades are run and the issues down there. And I ran into a guy at a wedding, and he said, you know, with your background, you ought to go to law school.
Wow, no
kidding.
I
started thinking about it, and then UF said, come back to law school.
All right, I got to ask you this before we get into law. Every year they have the python hunt. Do you wish maybe that could have been me?
That could have been me.
Get those big 20-footers.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
They're out of control.
They're out of control.
Out of control now.
Is there? Well, I don't even want to. I mean, they're never going to be able to stop it. I don't think.
It's going to be tough.
Unbelievable. But that background helped you because you're an environmental law, right?
Law.
Have you always been environmental law?
Yes, that's all I do.
Okay. Is it mostly because I was in real estate for a little while, like dirty land, you got to clean up the land and remediate.
Our practice deals with 3 different things. We do some wetlands work.
Okay.
So we deal with wetlands.
Yep.
And I'm a biologist, so that helps.
That does.
We also deal with the sale and purchase of lands that have environmental impacts.
Yep.
But a large part of our practice, which is a very interesting part that I find, is brownfield redevelopment.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
And so we take contaminated properties that are underutilized, and I work with engineers and geologists, and I handle the legal side.
Okay.
And we clean them up and repurpose. So if you think of recycling properties.
Totally.
And we can turn them into residential, we can turn them into retail, or we can turn them into other industrial projects.
What is something that, because I know back in the day, people would throw anything in like batteries and oil and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that's just too far gone where you can't save it and re-put it out there?
We've done a couple that have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
We did a landfill out at the beach, which was an unlicensed dump. And brownfields are public information, so as an attorney, I can actually talk about them because a lot of things attorneys can't talk about.
Right, sure.
But brownfields are public, so we did the one at Neptune Beach, which now is Ace Hardware and Bono's Barbecue.
Yeah, right.
That was a dump.
No kidding.
And so we cleaned that up and turned that around.
That's where the Winn-Dixie is right there, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. And then we did Bill John's waste oil site, which is actually a Superfund site here in Jacksonville. And it's one of the few Superfund sites that qualified for brownfields. And so we cleaned that up, and that is now a very large refrigerated food distribution warehouse.
Okay, cool.
Created 37 jobs with that one.
That's fantastic, which makes you feel
big
good.
Win.
Yeah,
big
definitely.
Win.
So when you look at the shipyards, that's not brownfield, is it? Or is some of it?
Yeah, it could be.
Some of it could be.
Oh,
wow, that's going to be a big cleanup then.
That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, absolutely.
The shipyards is a huge cleanup.
Okay, how can we help you, Bill? How can we get you more clientele? And
anybody who is buying or selling property that may have environmental issues,
Okay.
feel free to call us. And if anybody has a potential brownfield project, we'd love to handle that too.
I bet you would. Now, you regional?
I am
local?
licensed in Florida
Okay.
and D.C. And
Okay.
my law partner, Christina, is licensed in Virginia, D.C., and Florida. But most of our work is Florida.
It's Florida.
Yeah, we do work all over Florida, though.
Okay.
So we
You handle the entire state.
Yes, we handle the entire
That's
state.
great. All right. What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun?
My wife and I run a horse rescue.
Do you really?
Yes, we have
No
4
kidding.
wild Mustangs
Whoa.
and a retired racehorse and another younger horse that was injured as a youngster that we're rehabbing.
Wow.
And so I train wild Mustangs.
So here's an interesting fact. Well, you may find I don't know if you find it interesting, but I'm scared to death of horses. I've been on a couple.
Yeah.
And they
They're
always
big.
tried to bite me.
Oh, did they?
I mean, they didn't like me
Yeah.
on them, so they like try
Yeah.
to nip my knees. I'd be
Yeah.
like, "This isn't." I don't know. And then every time I walk up to one, I'm like, "Ooh, it's
Yeah.
gonna bite me or something." I
Well,
don't
I've
know.
got a wild Mustang named Jewel. That's probably one of the sweetest horses you'd
Aw,
ever meet.
that's great. Where's that at? Where's
Well,
your-
it's interesting. I practiced in Jacksonville,
Yeah.
but our rescue is actually in Virginia.
okay, cool,
So
awesome.
I kind of split my time, but
Yeah.
but I'm working here in Jacksonville.
All right,
so.
great, man. Great to have you on the show.
Well, thank you,
Keep up
sir.
the good work.
I
32
appreciate it.
years.
32.
How many more we got? What are you thinking? Come on.
Probably till
Come on.
70. So
When
I
do
got another 9.
Okay, you got another 9, and
Another
then
9
we're
in me, and then I'm
off to
checking out.
Vegas for the rest of your life.
Probably
Or what?
riding horses.
There you go. Ride horses for the rest of your life. Great to have you on, Bill. Appreciate it. Always a great time here at the bar. Meet new people, talking about the great things they're doing in our awesome city. Check out more at iwannabuzz.com. And until next time, we'll see you right here at the bar. Stay safe out there and be cool. We'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.